everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am wearing a shirt under this. Well, it's just a sports bra. In case you guys thought I was like naked under here or something. Anyway, if you couldn't tell from the title of this video, this is going to be my 1 month update on my sternum piercing. Alright, so 1 month update. So far, it is actually doing pretty well. You know, it still occasionally hurts. I will show you guys it in a second, give you guys a close-up, all that stuff. But let me just say, it is still kind of hurting on and off. More so when I'm going to bed. I cannot lay on my sides at all, which is for me is kind of horrible because I love sleeping on my side. But I cannot do it. I'm just going to be really upfront and honest, because my boobs squish the piercing and cause the piercing to hurt. Some nights I can get away with it, but I try not to because I feel like maybe that's not good for it when it's like still like, you know, very fresh. It's only a month old. And it's weird to me that it's only a month old because I feel like I've had this piercing like my whole life. Also, if you guys are like, you know, regulars on my channel and you're worried I took out my cheek piercings, no, I just have the retainers in. See? Still there. Sometimes I like not to have, you know, the two balls sitting on my face and that kind of thing. But anyway, back to the sternum piercing. So yeah, I try not to lay on my sides, even on the occasion when it doesn't hurt to do that. But for the most part, it does. So I'm always like trying to like readjust and get comfortable. And then it doesn't help that I'm having back pain yet again. So it sucks because I can't lay on my side because then I'll be in pain. I can't lay on my back because then I'll be in pain. Like, it's a mess trying to say, but I'm figuring it out. It is still quite crusty. You know, I had it for 2 weeks or something, and I was cleaning it, and, well, I was drying it off after I got done cleaning it. I've been sea salt soaking it twice a day, morning and then before I go to bed. And so I was rinsing it off and everything like that, and I like pressed down around the skin around it, I mean, and like a bunch of fluid just like came out. It wasn't like blood or anything, it was, you know, typical fluid that happens. It's not a big deal, but it just like gushed down. It was so gross. But that hasn't happened since that one time, thankfully. But yeah, it's, you know, crusty and everything like that. It actually didn't get crusty until towards like the middle to the end of the first week or so. So it wasn't like crusty at all, and I was like, oh, well, maybe this will be like my one piercing I have where I won't deal with like crustiness. But no, it's still quite crusty. Hopefully it's not for this video. I cleaned it, so it shouldn't be, but who knows. Now, for the most part, the skin around it is not red. It might be a little bit red now because I was like cleaning it and everything like that, but it's not really red. But if I look kind of under where the tips sit at, that skin around the actual hole itself is still red, but when I had got it pierced and all that kind of stuff, a lot of the tissue around it was red. And so I'm glad that that's all kind of like going away and everything like that. Obviously, it is such a weird place to get pierced, so I feel like it might take some time to fully heal and for everything to kind of like go back to its normal color. But yeah, for the most part, it's, you know, the redness around it is gone. Swelling, and I think the swelling for the most part is gone. It might be a little bit swollen around like the actual, I wouldn't say incision, the actual piercing site wherever the needle went in and whenever it exited. It might be a little bit swollen around there, but other than that, the tissue around it isn't really swollen, which it definitely got swollen. It was kind of puffy and, you know, not really attractive looking. Probably that into that first week, beginning of the second week, and it really kind of stayed for like a week or more, but it's finally gone and it's looking a lot better, so I guess I will just show you what it looks like now. Anyway, so that is what it is looking like right now. If this is your first time watching it, it's a little crusty right there, I apologize. This is your first time watching my video, those are just like scars I had from like whatever, so just ignore those. But yeah, that is what it is looking like. Like I said, it's probably red now because I was cleaning it and all that stuff, so what. But I really don't have, you know, too many other updates besides that. It's doing pretty well in my opinion. One thing I want to say is it's so incredibly weird because when it was like really hurting, you know, just it was hurting a lot. I don't know if I said that, but it was hurting a lot. Just like that towards the end of that first week, definitely the second week and on, up until probably last week or so, it was hurting a lot. Like I was taking ibuprofen for the pain and everything like that and help with the swelling, and it just felt like a pressure on my chest. Like it was the weirdest like thing ever. It was quite uncomfortable, but it wasn't unbearable, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, other than that though, it's, you know, doing well, and like I said, it doesn't hurt, you know, at all. You know, I can touch it and it, you know, doesn't hurt, but I obviously don't touch it really unless I'm, you know, going in to clean it or something like that. I typically just leave it alone and, you know, let it do its thing. But yeah, other than that, you know, it's doing pretty good. If you guys do have any questions about this particular piercing, please go talk to a professional piercer and ask them. I don't mind answering you guys' questions, but I always want you guys to talk to professional piercers because I am not one. I don't mind sharing my piercings with you guys. I think it's very cool, it's helpful, and I love watching other people's piercing videos as long as they know what they're talking about. Just because it's interesting to see how, you know, people's bodies take piercings. Well, you know, like, do they heal them, do they reject them, that kind of thing. And it's just, you know, it's good if you are interested in a piercing, you know, and you want to do research. That's completely fine. I completely understand that. But just know that if you ask me a question, I will give you my answer, but I am not a professional piercer, and you should always talk to a professional piercer about any of your piercing questions. If you guys are interested in any of my other piercings that I have an entire playlist linked down below in the description box if you want to go check that out. There's all of my piercing videos in it, and if you want to check my social media, if you'd like to follow me on anything, that's all down there as well. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching my video, and hopefully you'll check out my next one.